share my screen. Can you see the screen? Yes, you can see the screen. Okay, let's go. So this is the story of Devahuti. Listen carefully because this is what we are going to ask in the Kahoot. So you want to do well in the Kahoot? Yes, right? So if you can turn your cameras on, it'll be nice so I can see you guys, right? So this is the story of Devahuti and Kardama Muni, right? So remember we first saw that uh, Varaha Dev had the Earth planet had gone down in the Garbhodak Ocean, right? It was in the ocean. And Swambhu Manu was asked by his father, Brahma, that you create children in the Earth planet so there can be population. But he said that, okay, the Earth planet is in the Garbhodak Ocean. So how we will have population on the Earth? Then Varahadev came as a boar, right? And he lifted the Earth on his tusks and he put that in the orbit. So now Swambhu Manu, right? He's the first, he was born from the body of Brahma and his wife, Queen Shatrupa. What was his wife's name? Shatarupa. They stayed at a place called Brahmavarta and their capital city was called Varishmati. Varishmati was the place where the Varadev's hair fell, and that hair created Kusha grass. But even though he was the emperor of the whole world, Swambhu Manu, he was always engaged in thinking about the Lord. He was managing his kingdom very wisely, but he was always engaged in thinking about in worshiping the Supreme Lord. He had Swambhu Manu had three daughters. Remember these names because there were many stories which will come. Devahuti, Akuti, and Prasuti. What were the three names of the daughters of the Swambhu Manu? Devahuti, Akuti, and Prasuti. We are hearing the story of Devahuti. And later we will hear the story of Prasuti, also Daksha and all that stuff. And Swambhu Manu had also two sons. We will also hear the stories of these two sons, Priyavarta and Uttanapad. Uttanapad was the father of, who can tell me? Who was the son of Uttanapad? Who can tell me? Yes, Adhav? Dhruv Maharaj, yes. Right? So, uh, these daughters, Akuti was married to Ruchi, Prasuti married Daksha, and Devahuti married Kardamuni. We have hearing the story of Kardamuni, right? So Kardamuni was also a son of Brahma. And Brahmaji asked him, okay, you also create population in the earth. Brahmaji asked him, oh, go ahead and create population on the earth. So he wanted a good population, Krishna conscious children. So he didn't want to just marry somebody. He wanted a good wife who was like him, a good Krishna conscious person. So he went to a place near Bindu Sarovar, right? And where Saraswati River was encircling the lake. And then he meditated on the Supreme Personality of Godhead for 10,000 years. How many years? 10,000 years. That place was so beautiful that had lakes, that had nice trees, that had so many nice animals. They were chirping, but he was constantly meditating on the Lord for 10,000 years. And then who came? Who can tell me who came? Raise your hand. Who came after he meditated for 10,000 years? Gauri?
Vishnu?
Yes. Lord Vishnu came on Garuda. He had a a garland of white lotuses. He had curly hair, very nice locks of hair. He had a huge helmet on his head. Was having Shankha, meaning conch, Padma, meaning lotus, Gada, meaning mace, and Chakra, meaning Sudarshan Chakra in his four hands. Vishnuji was very pleased with the meditation of Kardama Muni. So Kardama Muni was very happy, very ecstatic, very happy to see Lord Vishnu. And he said that I'm very happy to see you. My father Brahma has asked me to create progeny. My father has asked me to create population on this earth. But I want to have a good wife so that my children will be good. So Lord Vishnu said, I already know about this because you're a my devotee, already know about this. So what did I do? I created an arrangement that day after tomorrow, somebody will come. Who will come? Does anybody remember? Yes, Sahasrashita.
It's Devahuti.
Yes, Devahuti will come along with her parents, Swambhu Manu and her mother, Shatarupa. They will come with their daughter, Devahuti. Devahuti is a very good woman, and she is perfect for you. And after marriage, you will have nine daughters, and you can get them married to the nine great sages. Then those will increase the population of the universe. And then he said, because I'm so pleased with you, I will personally appear as your son. What will be the name of the son? Does anybody know, remember the name of the son? Anybody remembers? Gauri?
Kapila.
Kapil, yes, Kapil Dev, yes, Kapil. Kapila will come as the son of Devahuti. Again, these are Kahoot questions. Remember these questions, remember these answers. And Kapila, he says, the Lord Vishnu says, Kapila will give you so many instructions to your wife, Devahuti, on how to live life. And then Lord Vishnu says that in the end, Kardam Muni, you will attain me when you will come back to my abode, come back to my home. And after that, Vishnu departed to his lok, Vaikuntha on the Garuda. But because he was so much moved, he liked Garda Muni's prayer so much, Garda Muni's meditation so much. He had tears in his eyes, Lord Vishnu, because of mercy. And the Bindu Sarovar was filled with the tears from Garda Muni. That is why it's called Bindu Sarovar, right? So, so yes, Meera, you have a question?
What do Bindu Savora mean?
Bindu means point, Sarovar means lake, but it had teardrops. It had tears, Bindu of tears of Lord Vishnu in that lake. And then, so Garda Muni waited, and Vishnu had said day after tomorrow. In the second day, right? Exactly as he told, uh, he came, Swambhu Manu came along with his wife Shatarupa and their daughter. Their daughter's name was Devahuti. And then Garda Muni said, oh, please come here, please come, I welcome you. Uh, you are a great emperor. Because of you, the Brahmanas, the sages can worship nicely, right? And in turn, um, Swayambhu Muni said, "No, you are making sure that all the people you are being a very good conscious person." And he saw that Uh, uh, Kardama Muni was tall, handsome, very effulgent body, and he thought he's a very, very nice person who can marry my daughter, Devahuti. He said, you are the one who knows the Vedas. You are the one who meditates on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So both of them praised each other. And then Swayambhu Manu said that my daughter Devahuti is of manageable age. She needs to marry. And she heard a lot about you from Narad Muni. Who did she hear? Could be a Kahoot question. Devahuti heard about Kardam Muni from Narad Muni. And her mind is fixed on you. She wants to marry you. Would you marry her? So then, uh, then Kardam Muni says, "Of course, I'll marry her. Who can be more beautiful than Devahuti? Who can be?" And she is very pious. She's very pious, and I will be glad to marry her according to the Vedic rites, like going around the fire and everything. And he marries her. And Devahuti got a lot of gifts from her mother, from her father, and the father, Swayambhu Muni, was in tears as he was about to leave, right? And then, um, uh, what's her name? Devahuti started taking care of Kardam Muni. She was taking care of so much care of her husband nicely, but she was not taking care of herself. She became very lean and thin, but she was taking care of her husband so very nicely. So her husband said, I'm very pleased with you. Kardamuni said, I'm very pleased with you. Now ask me for any benediction, anything you what you want. And Devahuti was very happy that her husband is happy. She said that you have attained many blessings because you do meditation so much. But before I ask anything, for first thing, I want to become a mother. I want to have children. One thing I forgot that Kardam Muni said that only on one condition I can marry Devahuti. That once I have children, I will go to the forest and just meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Devahuti and her parents agreed, yes, okay, fine. So now she says, Devahuti is saying, I want to have children. But she has become so lean, so thin, so her bones are showing. So Kardam Muni, what does he do? He creates a big palace, which flies, which flies in the air. And it had pillars of jewels. There were the jewel studded so many jewelry in that palace. Like the walls had jewelry, and there were so many beautiful swans and different kinds of birds there. Even artificial swans were there, but they were so real that the real swans, thought that these artificial swans are real. They were confused. And that plane, that palace could fly anywhere in the world just by mind. So if say the palace is here, and if it's Meena thinks, oh, let me go to Philly to see my brother. Let me go to Gita Nagari. The palace will fly and take you to Gita Nagari, right? So Devahuti was still not happy because she was feeling weak. Like, how would you enjoy? If you're sick, can you enjoy? If Sastra Ashrita, if you are saying they have a fever, and I tell you, come, let's go play, say, soccer, would you be able to enjoy? No, right? So she was not feeling like, okay, oh, this palace looks good, but She's very thin and lean. So husband Karda Muni understood that. So he said, go and take a bath in the Bindu Sarovar. And in the Bindu Sarovar, when she entered, she found a palace. And as soon as she entered in the lake, there were 1,000 maid servants waiting for her. 1,000 maid servants. They they decorated her with new clothes, garlands and jewelry and ointments, and gave her sweet drink and food to eat. And she looked like a princess now. She was all good now. She looked like a princess. Now then she remembered her husband. As soon as she remembered, magic happened. As soon as she remembered, magic happened, and she was united, like where her husband was sitting, she just appeared there, like in 1 second. She didn't have to walk. So she was amazed how my husband has so many powers. He knows that I'm thinking about him, and boom, I'm right there. And then they got on the mansion along with 1,000 maids, and they flew to so many beautiful cities, not only on this earth, all around the universe. They even went to the gardens of Indra, which is the most beautiful garden. It's called the Nandana Garden. So they went to so many beautiful places, the Meru Mountain, Nandana Garden, so many beautiful things. They enjoyed going all around the universe. Who would like to go on a plane where it can take you anywhere and everywhere? Who would like to go? Everybody? Yes, Meera and Sahasra, Ashrita, right? So they were going everywhere. And then once they came back, Meera, you have a question?
Wait, do that mean they can go to Krishna?
It was only going in this material world, not the spiritual world. After that, they returned back to home, right, where they were living, near the Bindu Sarovar. And due course of time, they had 9 daughters. What were the names of the 9 daughters? Kala, Anusuya, Shraddha, Avirbhu, Gati, Priya, Khyati, Arundhati, and Shanti. The 9 daughters were born to Kardama Muni and Devahuti. And then Kardama Muni married these 9 daughters to the 9 great sages. Then he took care of the daughters and sages for some time, and then the sages left with those daughters. And then after some time, the Supreme Personality of Godhead came in the womb of Devahuti. He came as Kapila Dev. So when Kapila Dev came, all the demigods appeared and they started showering flowers. They were so happy that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has come. Every day they danced in joy. They danced in joy. Brahmaji came and said that you're very fortunate, Devahuti and Kardama Muni, that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has come to your house. And then after some time, Kardama Muni, who is the father, came to Kapila Dev and he said, I know you're the Supreme Personality of Godhead and you have appeared in my house. I surrender to you. But now, please let me go to the forest and surrender to and just do bhakti. Now, why does he want to go outside his house? Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead is in his house. Why does he want to go to the forest? Does anybody know? Sahasra Ashrita?
Because Krishna is in his heart.
See, he was like, he could not take Krishna as his son. He was always like a servant. Oh, my Lord, my master, he is my father-like figure. Now he's appearing as a son. And he knows that son is the supreme personality of Godhead. So as a father, he's not able to look him as his son. So he was like, okay, I have to serve the supreme personality of Godhead like my master. I'm his servant. And he already had said that as soon as my kids are born, I will go to the forest and do my bhakti. So now all the kids are born. He went to the forest. Before going to the forest, he asked permission from his son, but his son is the supreme personality of Godhead. He circumambulated around him, right? He did his pradakshina, right? He does this circumambulation, and then he left to the forest. So, and Kapila Muni said that you will see me in your heart, and you will soon attain me. I will also give the knowledge, I will describe the knowledge to my mother, right? And then Sarda Muni went to the forest, he meditated for a long time, and then he attained, went back to Godhead, went back to the spiritual world. So then Lord Kapila spoke many things to his mother. His mother was very sad because she was missing her husband, and she was asking a lot of questions. She knew that her son was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So she asked, who are we? Are we the body or the soul? We're the soul. So he explained Sankhya Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga meaning what should there are 8 limbs in right now today everybody does yoga, right? Asanas. So explain asanas are part of the 8 types of things in the yoga. The last stage in the yoga is you're completely just thinking about the Supreme Lord, and you're just thinking, meditating, and you're not thinking anything else but just Krishna. And he explained about Bhakti Yoga. So um, he explained so many teachings. These are so many chapters about Kapila Dev. Kapila Dev gave all these teachings to his mother, so that his mother can also become Krishna conscious complete, and also to us, so that we can read those teachings and become Krishna conscious. And then Lord Kapila said, "Okay, mother, I have to go now." Then he went to a place called Ganga Sagar, right? And then he's staying there, meditating, and he's so there for the 3 worlds. Even now, today, he's there. But our mother was very sorry that my son, Lord Kapila, left. But then she started meditating on him. And then her body melted into the water of the flowing river. And then she attained perfection. She went back to Godhead. She went back to Krishna. And that river in where her body flowed, if anybody bathes, they also achieve perfection because Devahuti, through her meditation, her body melted and she melted into the water of that flowing river. So, this is the story of Kardama Muni and Devahuti, their son, Lord Kapila, with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I'll quickly go to the next story because that is also in the Kahoot. One of these 9 daughters of Devahuti was called Anusuya. Remember, Kardamuni had 9 daughters, one son. One of the daughters' name was Anusuya. She married a sage called Atri. And Atri had a desire. Ah, I want a son like the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He used to call him Jagdishwar. He did not know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He did not know. He thought, okay, it could be Brahma, it could be Shiva, it could be Vishnu. There, so he wanted badly that my son should be Jagdishwar, the supreme, like who is the controller of the universe. Now, there are three primary deities who control the universe. Brahmaji creates the universe, Vishnuji maintains the universe. Shiva destroys the universe. So you can call them, there are three primary deities who are controlling the universe. Because you need creation, you need maintenance, you need destruction. Then again, the creation happens. So both Atri and Anusuya, they went to the mountains called Riksha Mountains, where the river Nirvindya flows. And there, Atri stood on one leg and performed austerities, meditation for 100 years. He did not eat anything but just air, not eating or drinking anything. And just said, Jagdishwar, please become my son. So from his head, a blazing fire came because he's becoming so powerful because of the meditation. And it's burning the three worlds. Everybody's feeling so hot. Everybody's feeling so hot. Now, Lord Vishnu knew that this fire is coming because Atri is performing so very big meditation. And he said, he's meditating on Jagdishwar. So let me call Vishnu. He calls Vishnu and he calls Brahma. Says, all three of us, let's go. Because he doesn't know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I know I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he doesn't know. So let's all three of us go to him. So all three of them went there with the several demigods. So then Atri opened his eyes and see what he sees. He sees Vishnu on his Garuda, Brahmaji on the swan, and Shiva on the bull with his trident. He was astonished. He fell down with Dandavat Pranam. He fell down and Dandavat Pranam to all of them. And then he said, I asked for Jagdishwara. I want one son. Uh, then they said, but they said the three deities, Brahmaji, Vishnu, and Shiva said, you did not know who is Jagdishwara. We all three are considered Jagdishwara. So we all three will become your sons. Our anshas, our expansions will become your sons. So then he had three sons. Uh, the three sons became as from Vishnu, their son was called Dattatreya. In the south, some probably Shastra Ashita, you might know Dattatreya. You worship Dattatreya. You
Yes,
might have
mom,
heard.
you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So from Vishnu, he had a son Dattatreya. From Brahmaji, son called Soma, and from Shiva, son was called Durvasa. So they had three sons, one each from Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. So that's the story of uh, Atri and Anusuya. So do you guys remember now? Are you guys ready for Kahoot? Are you guys ready? So did you listen to the story nicely so that we can do the Kahoot? Okay, let me log into Kahoot. Okay, let me log in. Give me 1 second, okay? Money. Kahoot. You're thinking, Yes, I'm gonna put the Kahoot link in the chat. Yeah, you cannot be here. No. So let's me share. Okay, so it is in the chat. I'm gonna put that. The game pin is, let me put this in the chat. One, three. Everybody got it? Rihan is there. Adhav is there. Shreya is there.
Not yet. Nope. What? Mommy.
Okay, so who is missing? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Still
5,
here.
6, 7,
Still
8,
here.
9. Give me 1 second. Let me make Meena join.
That's our class. Not at all.
But you got
But wait, I'm gonna get the accessories you have. That's also good. That's good. Oh, this. Oh, I want. Maybe large. Okay.
Okay, everybody ready? Now let's start.
Let me just.
Kardama Muni was the son of whether Vishnu, Brahma, Takuti, or Swambhu Manu. He was the son of Brahma. Remember, he's the son-in-law of Swambhu Manu. He married this daughter of Swambhu Manu. He is the son of Brahma. Brahmaji asked him to create population on the earth. Remember? That's why he wanted a good wife. Gauri is in the lead. After that is Shreya and then Vihan. All right, so let's go.
How many people are playing?
11 people. Who was the father of Devahuti?
Look.
The answer. Okay, yes, Swambhu Manu. Swambhu Manu was the father of Devahuti.
Come on.
So Gauri is still in the lead, followed by Shreya, Vihan, Adhav. There is Adhav too. Who's Adhav too?
My cousin.
Okay. Swambhu Manu's wife was, what was her name? Satarupa, Priyavarta, Varishmati, Prasuti. Again, it's an easy question.
Oh.
Shatarupa, yes, we know this, right? Shatarupa. Adhav is in second place, followed by Adhav's cousin. What is his name?
Hello.
Hello. I forgot your name. What's your name?
Tarun.
Tarun, yes. Very nice, very nice. Okay, it's a difficult question. It's a double point question. It's a double point question. How many years did Kardama Muni worship Vishnu for? How many years did he worship? 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, or 100,000 years? Seven people got it right. 10,000 years. He worshipped Vishnu for 10,000 years.
I misclicked.
You misclicked. Let's see. Who is... Oh, Tarun is in second place. Gauri is still leading. Vihan has a streak with 4 correct answers in a row. Good job. And Sashra, Ashashrita are still on the upward trend. Let's keep going. And Gauri, hopefully you can keep your lead. Okay, don't misclick.
Again. Okay.
True or false, right?
In the place.
The name of the place where Kardama Muni lived was called Bindu Sarovari. True or false?
Yes.
True, yes.
It should be like
True. Vihan is in third place. Tarun still is having the second place and Gauri is in first place. Let's come on. Ada, Shreya, Meera, Jasvita, let's come on. Everybody. And then Titikya, Vihan, Govind, Hari, everybody, let's come on. Let's go. Who told Devahuti about Kardama Muni? Somebody told, right? Is it Vishnu or Narad Muni or Vashishta Muni or Durvasa Muni? Why did Devahuti want to marry Kardama Muni? Somebody told. Narad Muni. I had already told this question might come in the Kahoot, right? So are you guys ready to see who is still leading? Oh, Gauri is still leading and Shastra Ashrita in third place, followed by Shreya and Vihan. Tarun is still in second place. Shastra and Ashrita have the highest answer streak of 4. All right, let's see the next question. It's a multi-select question. Multiple answers are correct. Right? What did Kardama Muni do for Devahuti? What did he do for his wife? He created a palace on the ground. He created a palace that could fly. He taught her about spiritual knowledge, and 1,000 servants helped her and bathed her, gave her a moon or gave her some prasadam. There are multiple answers to this question. It's a tricky one. What are the answers? He created a palace that could fly, and he had then 1,000 servants that helped her and bathe her. So let's see. It's going to change a lot of things. Let's see. All right. Vihan is in second place. Tarun is in third place. Gauri is still leading. All right. Question number 8. How many daughters did Devahuti and Kardam have? 1, 3, 6, or 9? It's a very, very easy question. Very, very easy question. Most of you got it right. 9 daughters, right? So Adhav is in 5th place now. Gauri is still in the lead. Come on, guys. I want to see some other names in the top 5.
How many sons did
How many sons did Devahuti and Kardam have? Only very, very easy question again. 1, 3, 5, 6. Most of you got it right. Only one son, Kapil. Right, Lord Kapil. So Tarun is again in 2nd place. God is still leading. Now let's see the quiz. Atri Muni wanted a son that was Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma, or Jagdishwara. Again, very easy. Jagdishwara, controller of the universe, right? You did not know. So let's see. Shasha and Ashrit are in 2nd place, and Tarun and Adhav are in 4th and 5th place, and Vihan is in 3rd place. Vihan is the highest answer streak of 4. And Gauri is still leading. Very well. Very well done, Gauri. So now we have only a few questions left. 5 questions left. True or false? Uttanapad was the son of Atri. True or false? False. Uttanapad was the son of? Who was his father, Uttanapad's?
What?
Brahmaji, right? Okay. So, no, Swambhu Manu. Swambhu Manu was the father of Uttanapad, right? Okay. So, false. So, Tarun is in 2nd place. Gauri is still leading. Atri had how many sons? We just did this, right? 1, 3, 6, and 7. Three sons, right? The Dattatreya, Soma, and Durvasa. Okay, let's see. Gauri is still leading, Sahasra and Ashrita in 2nd place, and Vihan is in 3rd place. Tarun is in 4th, and Titikya, wonderful. You are in the top 5. Very nice, Titikya. Meera just hit answer streak number 5. Good job, Meera. Now it's another multi-select question. Which ones were Atri sons? Dattatreya, dash, and dash. I just gave the answer in previous question. Soma, Anusuya, Prasuti, Durvasa, Muni. Oh, so it's a multi-select question. 2 answers are correct in this. It is Soma and Durvasa Muni. Let's see. Vihan is in second place now. Sahasrashita in third. Gauri still leading the board.
Wait, put
Tarun and Titik.
No.
Only last two questions left. Come on, guys. It's a puzzle where you move things and it's double points. It can change. Arrange in order. Oldest to youngest. Who is the oldest to youngest? Devahuti, Kardam Muni, Devahuti and Kardam Swambhu Manu, Durvasa, Soma, Dattatreya, Atri Muni, and Anusuya. Think about it. Who is the oldest? It's not that hard. Arrange in the order. Who came first? Then give their daughter to somebody in marriage so they come second. And then from there, those daughters came three more sons. I almost gave the answer. Six people got it right. Five people got it correct. Swambhu Manu. Then he gave his daughter Devahuti in marriage to Kardam Muni. Kardam Muni and Devahuti had a son, had a daughter named Anusuya. She was married to Atri Muni. And Atri Muni and Anusuya had three sons, Durvasa, Som, and Dattatreya. Let's see. It was double points. Gauri is still in the lead. Vihan is in second position. And Sahasrashita in second. Vihan third. Titikya fourth. Good job, Titikya. And Tarun is in fifth place. And Vihan is back with an answer streak of 3. And now for the final question. Are you guys ready? Again, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. And again, you have to arrange in order. First, is it Dattatreya's Atri Muni's son? To kill Kardam Muni is a boon, as Varaha to kill Hiranyaksh, to give Atri Muni as a boon. Then did Krishna or Vishnu come first, and then second and third and fourth. The tricky question, but it can be done. First, he lifted the earth. I already gave the answer. And then he came to give Kardam Muni a boon. And third, I'm not going to give. Yes, first he came as Varahadev to kill Hiranyaksha. Then he came as Kardamun to give Kardamuni a boon. Then he came to give Atri Muni a boon. And Dattatreya as Atri Muni's son. So are you guys ready to see who is on the podium? On third place, we have Sahasra and Ashita. Well, good job. Second place is Vihan. Wonderful, Vihan. And in the first place is Gauri. Wonderful. Wonderful. And at fourth place is Tarun and Titikya. So it's so very nice. So let me just take a screenshot of this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna come there. Okay, hold on. Share. Okay, stop share. Hold on, Anna, 1 second. Let me. Okay.
Can we leave now?
Yeah, you can leave. You have any questions? Anybody? Gauri, well done. Okay. Congratulations to all the winners. Okay,
Thank
thank you. We'll say our
you.
prayers. Vansha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, kids, and we will see you next week.